everyone, I hope you're all well. Today's video we are going to do some baking. Or should I say I'm going to attempt to do some baking because I have no idea how these are going to turn out. But as you might have seen by the title, I'm going to try and bake some cream egg brownies that are ready for Easter. Let's get started. For all of your ingredients, you're going to need 185 grams of unsalted butter, 3 large eggs, 85 grams of plain flour, 275 grams of golden caster sugar. Then you're going to need 6 cream eggs, 40 grams of cocoa powder, and then you're also going to need 185 grams of milk or dark chocolate. It's up to you which one you choose, but I chose milk chocolate because I like things very, very sweet. Okay, and then you're also going to need a big mixing bowl, a separate bowl that you can put in the microwave, some greaseproof and baking paper, wooden spoon or spatula, and then you're also going to need a brownie tin, which is a 20 centimeter square, but I only have an oven tin, so yeah, I'm just going to use that. But yeah, let's go. So step 1, we're going to preheat the oven to 160 degrees and grease our tins and put our greaseproof and baking paper inside. I've already done that. Yep, so just grease the tin first and then put your paper in. I'm just going to pop the oven on now. We're going to go... Oh yeah, sorry, this is 160 for fan ovens. There we go. Step 2 is going to be melt the chocolate and the butter in a bowl together. You can do this via the microwave, which I'm going to do because I'm super duper lazy, or you can do it in a big bowl over some hot boiling water. I'm going to need 185 grams of the chocolate, so I'm just going to break this up and see and measure it. Perfect. And I'm going to eat this now. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to break the chocolate into the squares so it's easier to melt. And now I'm just going to measure out the butter, which is 185 grams as well. Cut that up. Lovely jubbly, cut that up. So now what I'm just going to do is I'm going to try and cut this into small pieces just so it'll be a little bit more easier to melt in the microwave. So I'm just going to cut it into some cubes. I'm just going to shove that one in like that because I can't be arsed anymore. Okay, so after a minute in the microwave, this is what it's like. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a little bit of a mix. You can see some of the chocolate's melted, some of the butter has as well. I'm just going to put that in for another minute or so just to make sure it's all melted completely. So that's just come out the microwave for a further minute. I'm just going to give it a gentle mix because everything should have melted by now, and be careful because it is quite hot. It smells amazing though. Just going to pop that over here. Right, okay, so next we're going to want to break the 3 large eggs into a big mixing bowl and also add the 275 grams of golden caster sugar. One, 2, and 3. And then we're going to want to weigh 275 grams of golden caster sugar. Just measure that now. 275, perfect. And then we're just going to add that into our bowl. So we are going to want to whisk this probably for about 3 to 10 minutes until it looks thick and creamy. Kind of like a milkshake, I guess. And then you'll also know when it's ready, when it becomes a lot more paler and it's kind of double from its original volume. I'm just going to get my whisk. I forgot to get that at the beginning of the video. So yeah, I'm just going to whisk this. Yep. I've only got little arms. We don't have an electric mixer, so I think that's what I'm going to ask for Christmas this year. Jeez. Oh, before I forget actually, pop your cream eggs in the fridge, just because the chocolate hardens a little bit and it makes it easier to cut in half. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pop 6 on a plate and pop them in the fridge. Okay, let's get back to this. We have whisked it and it kind of looks like a thick banana-y, vanilla-y milkshake consistency, which is lovely. We are then going to gently pour the melted chocolate and butter, and then we're going to gently fold that all together. I'm just going to get rid of my whisk. We don't need that anymore. And then I'm just going to pour this in, and I'm just going to fold it with my spatula, and the chocolate will slowly mix in with the eggy mousse that we have. The mixture should end up looking like this. Obviously it looks a little bit shiny because I have a ring light above. So I'm just going to pop that to the side. So now we are going to have to hold a sieve over the bowl of eggy chocolate mixture and sieve the cocoa and flour, shaking the sieve from side to side and gently fold in the mixture. So, just going to get the cocoa powder. How many grams? So we need 40 grams of cocoa powder. Yeah, that's about 40. Drop that one in there. And then we're going to do the plain flour, which is 85 grams. So, okay, so now that we have our flour and cocoa powder, we are just going to want to really gently fold that all together. So like you were doing before. Lovely, and then it should look something like that. Just gonna pop that to the side and get the cream eggs. Gonna need to get a chopping board, and I'm just gonna unwrap all these. Get a knife. Say this one. So this one, you can see it has a slight little crack in the top. You're gonna use that as an advantage. And they should half like that. Please be super duper careful with your fingers. It's fine, if they turn into a mess then they just kind of look rustic, it's okay. So we have our cream eggs cut in half, and then what we're going to do, we're going to pour in the brownie mixture into your tin, and we're going to pop that in the oven for 15 minutes. What I'm actually going to do, instead of pouring, I think I'm just going to get a big spoon. Okay, and then we're just going to want to make sure it's spread in the tin nice and evenly in all the corners. And you're going to want to, like I said, put it in the oven for 15 minutes and remember to set a timer. Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes.
Your timer is set for 15 minutes.
Okay, it is now time to take the brownies out the oven, which is the most exciting part, and literally they smell amazing. So, the brownies mix shouldn't be completely cooked. We're just gonna put the cream eggs into the brownie mix. Gently, just place it and it will naturally start to sink. I'm just gonna place mine in the corners first. Like so. How many have I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bizarre. One in the middle there. Put another one in the middle there. One in the middle here. Enough of all the gooey ones now. That one there. What's the best one? Maybe this one. Put that one in the middle. And then I'm just gonna pop this back in the oven for a further 15 minutes.
Your timer is set for 15 minutes.
Somehow I've ended up with 1.5 cream eggs left. I probably could have put it on the brownies, but I didn't want them to look too squashed. So I might just eat these. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat this. I love cream eggs so much. Let's take them out of the oven and see if they're done now. Okay, yeah, they are definitely not done. If you give it a little wobble, you can still see that majority of it is liquid. So again, I'm just gonna put them in for another 5 minutes and then check on them. Okay, so the brownies have just come out of the oven. Here, you see. So I'm just gonna let these cool and then I'm probably going to start cutting them.